Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mortal Gaming. This is me again, Marvin, and we're now here for another video for Ragnarok Origin. And this time we're going to be talking about Enoch. I'm sure you remember this character. We have streamed this character about a week ago. This character hasn't logged in for 1 year, and he just got back and he wanted to play the game again and asked for our pilot services. So if you don't know, our pilot services for 1 week includes 2 optimizations. So first is the pre-optimization to get it ready for the next 7 days that we'll be farming materials and increasing everything on the character. After that, the last day right now is the final optimization, and we're done on this character. Okay, so if you can remember, this character started at 220,000 divine power, and now it's now 311,000 divine power. All right, so if you can remember, we are it was like around 236,000 divine power when we started to stream it, because that was after the pre-optimization. Okay, so right now it's done, 311,000, and it's not even on the 3rd job. We are a couple of experience away from being 100, so that we could go to 3rd jobs, and I think this will be taken further, like around 350,000 divine power or more on by the time that it becomes a grand summoner, which is the 3rd job of the Doram. Okay, let's start with the stats. The stats are this one: 99 strength, 65 on dexterity, 64 on luck, and only 4 on vitality. In terms of the quasi stats or details, we now achieved 5,962 physical attack. This one was like around 3,000. Around 3,000, it's 3,000 along that range when we started to to grind on this character. And then magical attack 3,106, physical defense increased by 1,000, 2,459, magic defense increased by 200, 560 now. And then the ignore physical defense, we were not successful in increasing that much on ignore physical defense. This one was like from 900 to 1,281, only because we ran out of hammers for our statues, because those are limited only, so we have to farm more for that. Ignore magic defense. Now, if you'll be looking at our PvE and PvP stats, we're focusing on PvE since it's it's not ideal for you to do PvP right now, since everyone is like 120 and you're not even 3rd job, so there's no point on focusing on PvP as of the moment. So we're now focusing on PvE stats. Okay, this one is not even 1,000. This one is like around 600, 700 last time. Now it's 1,785. That's a huge increase. Okay, so let's now go to the skills. We have already built up our skills last stream, so you may focus on that on the stream, but I'm not gonna focus on that here. We're now going to look at our gears. We have also attained all of the divine armaments here. And in terms of the divine traits, we have transferred mostly blue as of the moment, because we still don't have a good red weapon here, and still our seasonal stats need to be leveled up. So we're focusing our beads or balls or holy lights to increase our seasonal stats. Okay, so just filling all of this with legit and useful blue stats. If ever purple, this one is already here, I think, when we got this one. And then PvP damage bonus and ignore physical defense. I love this. Here we have physical defense, magic defense, and PvP damage reduction. Here this one is already here, the max HP 5.76%. Then we have magic defense and physical defense again. Here, magic defense and physical defense again with movement speed. And lastly, magic defense and physical defense on the shield together with melee physical damage reduction. So going to the seasonal stats, we still are saving for the holy lights. We're not using it to transfer purple stats if we get a very good yellow stat, that's the only time that we'll be, thinking twice on spending our Holy Light. As of the moment, this is our priority. Both the seasonal stats first and then the permanent stats once we get this level of the Season 3 seasonal stats higher, but we're lacking on Divine Armament Blueprint, so we have to farm more of that in the future. Okay? Now, for our Vcore, we have successfully obtained 3 low-weight D-Mix, but we still have to refine them or reset them so that we could get a desirable stat. So it's either Core Overload or Mana Length Boost or any of the 3 wanted skills of the Vcore from our Doram set. So it's gonna be Power of Life, Lunatic Carrot, or Mad Savage. We have already achieved the Mad Savage. Here we got Energy Storm, which is still good. And then this one is the Avenging Lightning. So the Energy Storm, it's not that high of a damage, but it's still, helpful. We included Wrath of Earth and Kitty Charm here just in case we will now be starting on the presets for our magic damage build. But as of the moment, we still don't have that. We need to have the level 120 accessories so that we could farm it easily. Okay, so as of the moment, we're using physical build for everything, literally for everything. Okay, so let's now go to our cards. Okay, for our cards, we have obtained up to 2-star, 2 cramp cards, then 2 Verit cards, then this one Picky card, and then we have leveled up our Deviling Puppet to 1-star, and then Orc Warrior, and then the rest would be the same as before. Okay, and we will be interchanging any of the weapon cards depending on the situation, right? So let's now go back to our enchants. For our enchants, so we have here Superior Physical Attack with Physical Attack here. Here we have PvE Technique with Luck. Here PvE Technique. Here we have level 3 PvE Technique on our armor. And for our weapon, level 3 Melee Boon with Strength. For our shield, it's a resistance bonus together with our shoes. We're not focusing that much on the special enchants on our shields and boots because we have to increase our level on the weapon and accessories. So here, luckily, we got anti-magic damage. And for our accessories, we both got Melee Boon and with physical attack. I would have wanted it to have strength, but it's still too early to pick on the substats. Then for our costume, we have PvE Technique and Superior Physical Attack level 3 on our backwear. Okay, so now let's go to our feathers. This feathers is one of the crucial parts of optimizing your character. So we have here 1 light and then the 3 red feathers, the day, sky, and time feathers together with valor. All of the valors are now level 13, so we can achieve +6 strength on our character because we need a lot of strength. So we have 3 truth feathers here and then 2 justice feather to even out the physical defense on our character. And then the rest would be the same time, day, and sky. If you'd be noticing, we don't have space feathers. We are saving the space feathers, but as of the moment, it's not gonna be that much of a help. Instead, we use our light feathers because we have it. Okay, so for our defense Valkyries, it's gonna be Divine Nature Knight and Light Feather together with Truth Feather or Justice Feather, as I've talked about a while ago. Why Divine Feather? Because Divine Feather has physical defense and magic defense, so it's still very good for us even though we're not doing that much PvP. Okay, so that is for our feathers. Let's now go to the statues. I think the statues is the one part of this character wherein we have improved so much. Most of these are not yet unlocked when we touched it the first day. But now we have maxed out the Dual Valkyrie. We have also maxed out the parts on the Wisdom Valkyrie, but as I've told you guys, we are lacking on the Dilute Hammer. That's why in terms of the statue level, it's still level 4 out of 15. And this one is 3 out of 5. This one is 8 out of 9. But we are so proud that we got to open the Weapon Valkyrie and Conqueror Valkyrie so that we could get additional stat bonuses here and there. And together with that, we have also unlocked the Mist, Intimidation, and Relic. Okay, those are very crucial in order for you to have additional stats and damage stats or damage reductions versus various monsters or even players. Okay, so that's it as of the moment for the statues. For our sigil, at last we have our soul shield, because we did not have the sigil, the job sigil before, because it doesn't have any optional job sigil. Okay, so that's why we farmed the heck out of this character to get level 7 soul shield on the first week. Okay, and then we got Primal here, we have Deadlock Aurora, Courage, Blessing, Braveheart. All of this are to make the character tankier, and just a couple of Surging Protection for additional shield, and just in case it goes below 40%, then it will be retained again or healed again on HP. Okay, so that is for the sigil. Let's go to the pets. I've also had a hard time on the pets, reconfiguring all of the equipments, all of the stats, but it's still gonna be okay now. So from around 70,000 HP, we now have almost 90,000 HP on the Earth Lord. Okay, with a couple of cooldown reduction, 19.6% cooldown reduction on his skill. Together with that, we have also a good number of substats with physical defense and magic defense, so that he could tank a lot on a lot of attacks. Okay, now the second pet is Antasha, so that he could also help on the Juperos. Okay, so here we have 74 crit, because we finalized this one to be like this, because we are prioritizing as much as possible. We're prioritizing either physical attack or attack speed. Okay, so we have further options here. We could put here physical attack, or we could just click on the crit if you need crit. Okay, when you put crit here, the crit will be a total of 121 crit, which is still good, but with less physical attack. I think that's it's either of the two. Now we also have additional crit damage here and physical damage reduction, but one of our main target here is to make it as tanky as possible too, because she cannot attack if she's gonna die, right? So from around 20,000, we have increased it to 35,000 without, you know, decreasing any of the stats. All right, now for our Dr. Owl, I've browsed through the stats. It's okay, but we're gonna be changing this one since we're not dealing ranged damage. Okay, so if we're gonna be using Dr. Owl, we have to use like a ranged job class, but we're not dealing ranged damage right now. So I'm gearing up the Squidget to take the place of the Dr. Owl in the future. Okay, so we have also increased the HP on our Baphomet, because most of the misconception about the Baphomet is a lot of people are pumping physical attack on Baphomet so that he could, you know, deal more damage, but that's not his role. His role is to keep you healthy and keep you alive, and that's why we need as much attack speed and as much crit on him so that he could heal you fast enough. Okay, and he cannot heal you if he's gonna die, so he has to be also very tanky as much as possible. That's why, apart from the crit sets and attack speed sets, we have included also a divine set which increases his HP by 8% too, and the flat stats of HP here and here. Okay, so in terms of the stats, this one has a very good roll. Okay, I did not even bother to change the stats or the training on the stats of Bafo Jr. because it's really good. It's already very good, 5 stars there. Okay, and then the rest would be on the assisting section, which is just, the 4 of this is just to increase the value on the assist stats, but the Squidget is the one that we're getting to replace the Dr. Owl. Alright, now let's go to the medals, because the medals is also one of the things that is newly added in this character, the set of Medal Faith. We have already unlocked all of the Medal of Faiths here, and now we're getting to increase the Rock Medal, Storm, Fire for the physical damage, physical attack percentage, and HP, together with the damage reductions here and the PvE stats, PvP stats too. Okay, so that is all. I think that is all. I do hope that Sir Enoch is happy with all of the improvements on this character. If ever he will not be extending, we will be having one more slot available on our pilot services and also on optimization services. So that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you happen to like this video, please do leave a like, share this to your friends, and click that bell notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video, start a new stream, or a new content. That's it. See you again on the next video. Bye-bye.